In the last 500 years, our world has been...
Hand sanitizer. It used to be something people would just walk by and ignore, but now, with recent developments, it has become very popular and hard to come by, which is why I'm making it my topic for this video. So how does hand sanitizer work, and why not just... And how is it rooted into human history, the Big History Project? Good questions. See, back as humanity was expanding and interconnecting, humans began to share and trade things with each other, such as food, resources, deadly population-wiping diseases, and animals. Now, one of these things was seen as a pretty big issue. This was a problem caused by germs, such as bacteria and viruses. These guys are who I'd like to go into more detail with, as they'll tie into hand sanitizer later on. So let's take a look at bacteria and viruses back in the big history threshold early life, which would be threshold 5. A little while ago, around 3 to 4 billion years ago, there was the emergence of the first signs of life, one of which was bacteria, which can be seen here by zooming in. These guys are examples of prokaryotes, which are single-celled organisms. But by zooming in closer, you can see what makes up bacteria, DNA and protein. Bacteria can be found almost everywhere, and while a lot are harmless and helpful, some are harmful and can lead to disease by invading the host and performing damaging processes. Now, viruses are entities that contain instructions on how to duplicate themselves. They need a host to do this, and human cells work wonders for them. But they do not work wonders for us. Viruses can destroy the host cell as their many copies eject to find other host cells to continue this very harmful process. Harmful bacteria and viruses prove to be one of the most dangerous threats to humanity in history, as demonstrated by events such as the Black Plague, among others. As humans progressed and expanded, they began to understand more and more about these germs to a point where they knew how to combat them. Ways of treating diseases and ways of stopping the spread of diseases began to emerge. This is where hand sanitizer connects all this. Hand sanitizer is a frontline defense against the spread of germs. Its invention dates all the way back to 1960, made by Lupe and Hernandez, not to compete with soap and but as an alternative to those who don't have any soap and available, say at stores or other places. So how does it work on bacteria and germs? Hand sanitizer generally uses alcohol to break apart those previously mentioned proteins and bacteria. Along with the motion of washing, most germs are broken down, torn apart, and washed away to the point where they can't cause any infection or harm to the individual. Nice. So what can we expect from anti-infection in the future? Well, as humanity continues to fight against these big microscopic threats, we are starting to create something called superbugs. These superbugs are germs that have become resistant to the drugs that are meant to counteract them. Theoretically, a superbug can evolve to the point where any drugs we use on it will be ineffective, but that's only a potential. As of right now, the best offense is a good defense. So, to avoid the spread of infection, make sure to take all your precautions you can. So if you see some public hand sanitizer, make sure to give it a quick old use. This will not only help you, but help those around you.